Hey guys, it's the Reaper Hunter. So I just really wanted to give my 2 cents on the whole DevStream regarding Melee 3.0. We had a lot of new information and a lot of stuff that basically answered some of the questions I've had. It raised some new questions, and basically it's a new little discussion topic we can add here. So with that said, let's just get to the point. First off, no more complicated combos. Now I know a lot of you are going to say the combos were never complicated to begin with and that you're the best player ever and blah blah blah, but essentially, we're just going to have a really basic melee system again. As in, no more, E, tap, hold backwards, hold block button, pause, hold E to do a certain combo attack. It's going to be more simple, more fluid, just maybe more mash E while holding block, and that's essentially going to be it. That way people don't have to memorize an entire book of combos to accomplish something for a certain weapon. This is a really good thing because essentially I know there's a few weapons that have really complicated combinations because it's like a E, hold E, pause, E, and sometimes especially the pause mechanic never works because the timing is really random, really weird, and it gets mixed up because of your attack speed. So essentially having a more fluid, less complicated combo type of attack system would be really nice. It'll be a little bit more button mashy, and that's alright I guess. I was kind of hoping they would make it a little bit more interactive than that, but at the same time it might be for the better because again, the more interactive combos kind of just got more in the way. And this also means that more stances will be more viable because they'll have more combination attacks that are easier to pull off. So look forward to that. Channeling now has multiple functions. So they're not getting rid of channeling like we all thought they were. They're basically adding to the channeling system instead of just getting rid of it, which I appreciate. Essentially, channeling will now just be part of any kind of special or heavy attack you use. For example, if you want to do a heavy swing, probably for like life strike or something that I'm assuming will be a thing, you would use a channeled heavy attack to essentially do like a large swing or a special attack or something. This same mechanic will also be what's used to use directional ground slams, and essentially it's giving channeling kind of an actual purpose again. Or ever, actually. Mid-air combat will apparently be a thing, sort of. All it is essentially the regular combos will be unlocked while in air, no more dash swing kind of thing. It looked really work in progress, and honestly, I don't know if I'll ever find a reason to use this, but hey, we have the occasional enemy that hovers in the air for about 3 seconds before we shoot him out of the sky. Might find a use for it, might not. At the very least, it'll be available. Blocking. We still have blocking. Blocking attacks will actually now add to the combo counter. Assuming crit builds don't get completely destroyed by this new rework, this is actually going to be quite the considerable buff. If you're blocking bullets all the time while attacking enemies, you're going to be building up that counter like nothing. So essentially, building up the combo counter is really going to be really fast now, so the whole using up your combo meter to use a special attack or something, that won't be too much of a problem because you're going to be able to rebuild the counter almost immediately. And I'm really glad that they did this because this is a really nice thing that's kind of, hopefully, put some people's minds at ease. Blocking can now also be followed by a gap closing attack. A gap closing attack is essentially a really fast attack that covers a large distance in a fast moment. So essentially you'll be throwing yourself forward into the enemies while after a block. Now I didn't ever really have a problem closing the distance between enemies, but essentially it's at least available to have. Maybe the more slower weapons will definitely benefit from this because it'll mean you won't be stuck in the animation while swinging and you can actually get up to the person 10 feet away. So, again, I don't really know if it'll be a big deal, but at the very least it's available now. However, certain weapons will not have a gap closer, but will instead have a type of special attack, so to say. For example, Rebecca showed with the claws that instead of a gap closer, they had a grab. And said grab essentially acted like a finisher. So it'll be really interesting to look around the weapons now and see which ones have a gap closer and which ones have a special move. Maybe some will be a grab, maybe some will be like a lunge. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Overall, I'm kind of looking forward to that. And apparently they're working on a kind of rage berserker mode type of thing, where you build up energy via channeling, and once you have a full meter or whatever it's going to be, you use it to reach a powered up mode type of thing. A lot of people in the Twitch chat were calling it Bankai, for anyone who's ever watched Bleach. It's an interesting concept. I don't really know how well it'll work out considering melee weapons are already so strong to begin with, but If we have some kind of channeling / berserker mode, that's going to make for a whole new type of build system. I'm really looking forward to that. In general, there was a lot of animation tweaks. It's a lot more smoother. The hitboxes are apparently a lot more tighter. And we'll be able to move forward while swinging our weapons better. Essentially, we're going to have better forward momentum instead of being locked in animation, walk forward, start swinging, locked in the animation, walk forward, start swinging. It's going to be a huge new upgrade, essentially, to the whole fluidity of melee combat. It'll feel less like you're swinging your weapon hoping an enemy walks into it, and more like you're actually engaging the enemy. So far, Melee 3.0 is looking pretty good. I'm actually really looking forward to it. Hopefully, we still get some more answers before they officially release it. I know they don't want to spoil everything, but at the same time, we kind of need to know this stuff because we need to know if our melee builds are going to be dead or not. They said in a dev workshop that they're going to more so discuss the mods that are going to be affected, so look forward to that. But as far as the actual melee system goes as a whole, from what we've seen, it's looking pretty good. I'm fairly excited for it. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people who are reeing at the thought of change, but like I always say, give something a chance before you completely shit on it. This looks a lot more promising. This looks like it's going to be really, really promising, so give it a chance, support the devs. I can't believe I said that, because now everyone's going to call me a sellout, but whatever. I'm the Reaper Hunter. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Let me know what you all think down below. I'll catch you all next time.